Hello. There's nobody on my live right now. So I'm just going to sit here and talk to myself. Um, yeah, so hello, everyone. Come on in, join the live. Join. I'm sitting out here in nature in my backyard with my shoes and socks off, enjoying the weather. Hey, Dynastic. I'm glad you still get my notifications. Anyway, I'm going to talk. Woo! First of all, I will say this. Thank you. The My staff is saying that they believe that the book will be launched on the 4th. I'm thinking we need another 30 days. I don't know. They're like, "No, we got to push it. We got to push it." So, I am going to be going live on July the 4th here in my backyard, popping fireworks and whatever. I'm not going to have anybody over. I'm just going to be launching and talking about the book and just having a good time. So you all can order it at that time. You'll be able to order it, pre-order on the 4th. Um, just a little announcement. I did put up a poll asking you guys which cover you like most. And although of the people that voted, most people said they liked the first one. I'm going to go ahead and go with the third one with the red and black because it makes it more mysterious because we're talking about secrets. And as somebody mentioned, they said the first one looks like she's might be a part of the book, and that's not the the deal. But I want to speak on what's happening in our world. You know, you guys make sure you have. I always say stock up, but we're going through a lot right now. We are going through so much, and I haven't been on here in so long. It's so hard for me to get my thoughts together, but I know y'all wanted me to come back on. How's everybody doing, first of all? Any questions? I've been working on this book for many years. You. It's been a really long time. I want to tell you something, y'all. Can I get some thumbs up? First of all, can I get some thumbs up? But there has been something trying to prevent this book from coming out. It's been the craziest things been happening. I don't want to keep talking about it because I don't want to give power to that energy anymore. But I'm wondering if it's the same energy that keeps taking things from my house. So a couple of weeks ago, I went shopping and I bought a new dress. And my granddaughter tried the dress on with her little self, and it still had the tag. I took it off of her and I folded up it and I put it on my couch. I was going to get back to it later. I couldn't find it anywhere, right? For days, for several days, I didn't know where it was. My husband looked for it. I looked for it. We looked under the couch, on the couch, behind the couch, under the cushions. That dress was not there. And then finally, one day, I go in the living room, sit down, look over, and there's the dress sitting under the pillow. It's just, I know where I live is a portal. And portals are very important. We're at the point where we can walk through portals, but I'm trying to cut ties and energies of these things, entities that's trying to hold me back. Because we all, I'm not saying all of us, but many of us have some generational ties to cut, and soul ties to cut. And once we do that, it'll be much easier for us to walk through the portals. My entire land is a portal, all of it. And this is what I talk about on my in one of the chapters in my book. I talk about Genesis, who is um, an energy goddess, and I channel her a lot. She speaks to me a lot, and this is how I learned about the hush mammals. Even before I knew she was communicating with me, I knew about the hush mammals. But yeah, I'm really anxious for you all to read this book. But when somebody asks me, what genre is your book? It's really hard for me to understand. I have three thumbs up. Three thumbs up for real? I'm trying to get this in the algorithm. But anyway, it's hard for me to explain what genre my book is in because, I'm out here. I got to spray mosquito. Woo. Because my book is about, it's some of it is fiction because I talk about my granddaughters. Um, and their little, the name of their chapter is Anaya and Victoria and the Magic Rock. Now they do have some type of magicalness to them, but that chapter is for the most part fiction, but it was necessary because I'm trying to get children acclimated in spirituality and things that's going on in our world because we are becoming crystal beings, light beings. We're magical, and we got to get used to that. We got to get the kids used to that. So it's fiction because of that, but it's nonfiction because I'm speaking about. Um, there's a chapter in there about me when I was a little girl. That one is called "The One Who Knows." That's a true story, and I have other things in there's a true story. I really do believe that the hush mammals are true. Um, but that's kind of like a fantasy, like the Never Ending Story or the Sinbad saga. I look at the hush mammals as a fantasy type story, but it's nonfiction because I believe they exist. I'm not going to stay on here long. Does anybody have any questions? Um, you said you explained how challenging it was hard to publish only because this was my first book and I knew nothing about how to publish a book. So I'm learning everything on my own. And I'm so happy that I did not go with the first group that asked me. There was this publishing company that wanted me to pay them like $5,500. Um, and I'm glad I didn't go with them because in more research, I found out that they would have kept ownership of my book. I'm like a percentage. They want like what was they saying? 30% of each book sold, and that is a ripoff. There is no way I'm doing that. So the company I'm working with now, is much more honest. I don't have to do all that. Oh, but you guys, I am feeling better because I had strep throat and I didn't go to work. So, what you mean sexuality? What you talking about, Lavetta? Um, I'm feeling much better. Hold on. I definitely feel the shift coming. The shift is already here. The shift is already here, and that's what I was going to say when I was talking about portals. We're going. this is a waxing moon. The moon is waxing, is getting larger. So anything that you want, you can walk through it. And the reason why it's difficult for me right now is because I have to cut off these soul ties. That's what I was trying to get at. But yeah, this um, people are saying the shift is coming, it's coming, but it's already here. You just can't really feel it yet. But if you're woke and you've been woke for a while, you can see things. You can see what's going on. You can tell about what's going on. You know. Um, does anybody else have anything that they want to say? Lavetta, look at, what do you mean by sexuality? Is she still here? Hi, Mary. A big event? Absolutely. Yes. Yes. A big event and a bigger event. I'm going to tell you one of them. You probably already know. Oh, you meant fidelity. I still don't know what you mean. Um, there are several hundred thousands, maybe I should say 100,000, but at least tens of thousands of UFOs, spaceships, motherships up in the sky. They're cloaked. This is the reason why they like to do the chemtrails, so that they can just keep us docile and fearful when we see these ships. Don't be afraid. Please do not be afraid. If you believe in a higher being and you believe in God's source, why would God do this to you? If you are a good person, have faith in the good that's in you and know that your fate is not going to be like other folks' fate. And other folks, I'm talking about your entertainers, your politicians, your CEOs, those that run the world, the elite, they're in big trouble. They're big. Have you noticed you haven't heard from a lot of them? They're just gone. I was looking at, I was following Naomi Campbell for a while. She, right around COVID, she had started a YouTube channel called uh something. I don't know. I don't remember her YouTube channel name. Um, but she was interviewing everybody, and then all of a sudden, after she had her baby, nothing at all. Where is Bruno Mars? Haven't heard anything from him. We haven't heard anything else from Ludacris. He suffered the same fate Fred the Godson suffered. And Colin Powell. Okay? I know some people say, well, we could see him on TV. You know there's CGI. You know technology is so advanced nowadays. Go look at China and Japan. Do you see how all of those billboards, those 3D billboards, they can make anybody look alive. Okay? It's a lot of them that they're shaking in their boots. I remember when the pandemic first started, and I can pick up things. I am clairvoyant. So when I saw Madonna in a bathtub with flowers, Spirit was telling me that was a symbol. She was telling them something. They speak in symbols. By her being in the bathtub that looked like a milk bath with red rose petals, and she's talking, and she's looking, glancing up, with her eyes kind of glanced up, with her head down and eyes up. She said, um, if one of us go down, we're all going down. But they wanted you to think that she's talking about the COVID virus. That ain't what she's talking about. She talking about all of these thousands of military tribunals that's going on right now. Many of them are being held at Gitmo. Okay. Now, go look up Miley Cyrus when she come on stage. When she's look up Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus talks about they tried to kill her. Look that up. She was on stage saying they tried to kill your favorite bitch, but I ain't going down like that. That her letting you know she turned over all of the information she knew about child trafficking and anything like that. Yeah, some of them are doing life. I believe Spirit interjected that she's one of them that's doing life because she gave pertinent information so she won't have to, be executed. Her, Christina Aguilera, um, who else is doing? Ashton Kutcher, you know, are they're just doing life. Cryptology, why? Okay, let me see this. I'm gonna read this out loud. I'm so glad you're speaking on this, Queen. I feel like I am on call and have been storing water or waiting. I feel the storm is coming, and yep, are those who is coming for are afraid. They are so scared. They're so scared. But then you still have some that's trying to hold back progress because there are those of us that's going to be proudly exalted. I'm happy to be alive at this day and time. I'm happy to be a black woman. I'm happy that I'm an author. I'm happy that I'm coherent. I'm happy that I'm healthy enough. I'm happy. I'm grateful. Why do you say cryptology, Lavetta? I feel in 2020 the storm began and now it's approaching a peak. I'm so tired of these celebs getting on the Starseed bandwagon now. They know what awaits them. The mammal can be considered as the mammal? Cryptids are real supernatural. Okay, you're going to have to explain a little better because I'm confused. I am truly confused. So, that used to be my girl. But anyway, what was I talking about? Anybody remember? Are real supernatural? Your battery is low? Okay. I feel like we are walking between the 5D and 3D in and out. You know what? You know what? You might be right. I feel like some of the things that are coming up that you see on TV, it's like we already went through that. But that already happened. How can that just happen 3 days ago? And I feel like that happened last year. I've already told you, I did a video. We're just living in Groundhog Day, a type of groundhog. Y'all heard of that movie Groundhog Day? Who did it star? Uh, okay, Bill Murray. Was he in Groundhog Day or was that Tom Hanks? One of them. And Tom Hanks, gone, 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 gone. Him and his wife, gone. Okay. Yep, Bill Murray. Um, so that's what we're living in. We're living in a groundhog when everybody's feeling like, damn, been here before. We said that. Or experiencing a lot of Mandela effect. You know what I mean? Um, because there's a fight over the timeline war. There's a fight over our souls. There's a fight uh, to control. Okay? What? Hmm, I would say something, but I don't want to offend certain people. But I'll say it like this. There has been so many secrets. Y'all know the name of my book is Secrets of the World Revealed. Book one, The Takeoff. There's so many secrets that have been hidden, and I mean a lot. And I am able to tap into a lot of those. But what I'm not understanding or don't agree with is those that was in the know. The group or the community, listen, the group or the community that was in the know kept their mouth shut because it was not comfortable for them. They didn't want to get out of their comfort zone. But now they see this is a losing battle because the chosen are going to be put back up on their pedestals and be allowed to go home. And our DNA is activating, and powers will be turned on. And now they're like, okay, well, our people did this and they did that, and that's so wrong, and I'm against it. Where were you before? Where were you 15 years ago? Y'all should have all got together because there's power in numbers. There's power in numbers. You could have helped. I'm like, I appreciate it, but almost too little too late. It's like you're helping and telling these secrets now because you know it's the end and you want to be saved. You didn't care about it before. You don't care. It's not. You're not telling because you care. You're telling because you don't want to be hurt. You want to be saved. And I can understand wanting to be saved, but damn, you allow an entire group of people to constantly be ridiculed and beat down and lied on and lied to and lied about. And now y'all want to speak up. Okay. Mm-hmm. My girlfriend and I both feel time speeding up and feeling very repetitive, so I agree. I wonder sometimes if we are on a recycled timeline to yield the highest numbers for the. Absolutely, that's very nicely put. The cashless society is here. Yep. Yes, that is very nicely put, Kamara. Mm-hmm. She said she feel like the time is speeding up and they're feeling very repetitive. And she wonders if sometimes if we are on a recycled timeline so that we could yield the highest numbers for awakening. I do believe so. Y'all see the moon up there? I got the moon. Yep, there's the moon. See it? Red by the cloud. The moon is out. It's a half moon. Okay, so you guys, we're gonna we're gonna get going, and I think I missed global prayer. I'm gonna try to do global prayer on the 24th. I mean 21st of July. Time is speeding up. I remember a friend of mine told me she went to work one day. She had to be at work at 9 o'clock, and she got to work just at 9. And she clocked into her computer. She logged into her computer, and she put up her purse, and she went to sit back down, and she was looking at something on her computer, and then somebody said, "What you doing?" She said, "What? I'm about to work." She said, "Girl, it's time to go home." And she said, "Well, I just got here." And she said, "What's wrong with you? It's time to go home." She looked at the clock, and it was 5 p.m. I told her, I said, "You drifted into another timeline. The wrong you was in the wrong timeline." Yeah. It's a lot of interesting things that's coming out. The elite did not want us to know anything about timelines. They don't want us to learn about it, but it's time. It's time. That almost looked like an eye, don't it, y'all? Look at that cloud. Oh, and that one looked like a face. I've seen so many faces. You see that one right there? That looked like a face. I've seen so many faces like that when I look up at a cloud. And that right there, let me find my finger. I can't find my finger. Hold on, y'all. You see the eye of the storm? Y'all see it? Somebody said they see it. It almost looked like an eye. Right there. And the face was up there. The face is right there. It's gone now. But anyway, I like looking at the clouds because you can get messages in the clouds. And sometimes you can see um, the spaceships out there. One day, last year in May, I couldn't get my camera out fast enough, so I just had to witness it and not tape it, not videotape it. But I saw a huge cloud just like this. It was huge, but it looked like a gray alien. It was with big slanted eyes, a big old head. And as I was looking at it, I saw a what looked like a white light, and it was moving kind of fast, and it went straight. I said, "That's not the sun, because there's the sun right there," and it went straight into the sun, straight into the sun. True story. This happened in May last year. Mm-hmm. I know y'all have some interesting stories. Google, okay. Google what a cryptid is both supernatural and real, like your mammal in your book. Cryptids are the category your book would be under. Like, oh, cryptids. Okay, I'm about to look that up. Cryptids are like the category. Okay, supernatural and real. Okay, if we are on a globe, how is the moon out with the sun? If we are on a globe, you know what? That's a really good question. I don't know. It's kind of freaky, ain't it? Because if we on a globe, the sun on our side, the moon should be on the other side of the world. Yep. But it's both in the sky. That don't make sense. Yeah, somebody been lying to us. Somebody been lying to us. Okay? They've been lying to us all this time, and we about to find out. Can I get some thumbs up, please? Well, it is after 8. Yeah, I told you I had a strap throat all week. I'm feeling better, so I guess I'll go back to work tomorrow. And I'll keep you guys posted. Okay. Hey, I want y'all to go to my channel where I'm and vote. Look at the I still want to know what y'all think about the cover. Look at that and do some other, just vote. Just vote all of the things that I have out there. Just read my polls, the polls that I make, and vote on things. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I love you so much. Stay in the light, y'all. And I will keep you tuned in with everything. Look at the beautiful birds. With the book and anything else. Okay? I gotta go now. I'll talk to you later. Stay in the light.